Olympic Hero Corango, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling.
And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Featuring your host, Best One Dog, Danny Hawkins, Ring Circus, and Dan Eddy. We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs worldwide. It has been Rage Circus, America's favorite uncle, Wrestling's punching bag, all that fun jazz. And yeah, we're back. We're live. We got the new OG3. Guys, it's going to be a good show, but what's going on, Dan?
What's going on, guys? It's been a nice little break I took last week, and I come back and I sound a lot better. I got a little microphone connected. Yeah. And I got a PB&J sandwich, which is fire.
Love that.
So, yeah.
That's right. You traded in that toy title for a new microphone. So proud of you, Dan.
still a win-win.
But it still ain't the real one, so keep dreaming.
Oh, just wait.
I'll let you hold it in July.
Promise?
I promise. You can walk around the whole convention with it, bud.
Oh, we're talking about the belt, right?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, with that We Are Wrestling Championship, I'm going to give you the greatest birthday gift of all time, and that is taking that championship away from you. But we still have like a month away, so I'm going to let you enjoy it for the next month. But we have a great episode, a great show for you guys this week. But before we get into that, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're listening to this episode on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcast, please leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode and all 179 episodes before this one. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you can catch these episodes live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and be a part of the greatest pro wrestling community, the We Are Wrestling Maniacs, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real.
No yeet.
Which, speaking of the grind is real, there is something I do want to share before we get into our power of the poll. And if you guys see the new shirt here, the grind is real, it's officially available now over on the new Best One shop on bonfire.com/store/best one brand. We got the blue and we got the red here. Just a really awesome looking design.
Yeah, those fucking look sick, dude.
So if you want to go support me and my little Best One brand adventure, you can go do that right now. Bonfire.com/best one brand. It is down in the links below.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
But how's your guys' week been?
I'm not gonna go like personal just because that's a completely different story. But it's been okay, like professional wise. Got the second hand call back from the job. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. That's, I guess, how my week's been. There's progress being made even when things are hard. But, it just, yeah. How's you guys' week been?
It's been okay. Like I said, I was off last week, so I just took a little staycation. Didn't really do a whole lot. I went hiking with the two doggos. You can see one here, Kona, and then Benson's playing somewhere, just doing his own thing. And then got some ice cream actually for the first time in months. It was crazy.
Nice.
So hard. Hit the spot.
Probably hit that porcelain prison pretty fucking hard too, with all that dairy and sugar intake for months.
Oh, I love the dairy. I'm from Wisconsin, bro. I was raised on cheese and milk and all that shit.
Yeah, because you got a Packers freaking mug. You are a cheesehead.
First in the division, baby. First in the division.
The best thing to come out of Wisconsin, right next to Ed Gein. Love it.
Okay.
Dan Eddy, ladies and gentlemen.
That 70 show.
Okay. That 70 show, yes.
Seinfeld. Boom, 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 boom.
It'd be hilarious if I was like 1% related to Ed Gein or any of the famous serial
I don't know. The
killers.
Jaw's giving it away a little bit, so you might.
Oh, this thing? Or what do the kids do?
Fun fact before we get back into the wrestling
I don't think
shit.
the kids are
Funny
doing that.
thing. Fun fact before we get back into wrestling. So the Ed Gein show popped up on Netflix, right? Charlie Hunnam is hot right now as an actor. So I was looking for my documents to get my temporary ID until my new one came in, and I was looking through my filing cabinet. Lo and behold, I pulled out a fucking autographed picture from Charlie Hunnam. So I have a fucking autograph from Ed Gein himself, and I had no fucking clue until after the fact. Yeah.
Hey.
So that was a win. That was a nice little win. So yeah, that's the highlight of my week, personally.
Hey,
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
the
Personal
highlight
highlight of the week.
Like, Ed Gein touched this. Oh, this
my
about to
God.
get good. I need to go tell mother.
Did you frame it?
Oh, dude, it's in a PSA fucking certified fucking thing. I ain't taking that shit out, dude. Ain't nobody gonna call me a liar. No.
Well, over the weekend, I got to celebrate with our buddy Casual Cam on his 21st
How
birthday.
did that go?
Hey!
He
Happy
didn't
birthday,
drink.
Cam.
What the fuck? So what was all this talk that John and everybody was talking about? Like, oh, we're gonna get Cam so fucking drunk, and he didn't even drink on his 21st. Cam,
You know
I'm
what?
sorry, but if you're watching this, you're a certified pussy. I said it.
Wait, so not drinking on your 21st birthday, that's like going to the grocery store and not buying anything.
That was me.
Fuck, that is solid.
I never was a drinker.
Donnie, though,
I
does
do
not
smoke
drink.
weed.
He smokes a lot of fucking weed. Like,
Socially.
Donnie is one of it's not even social. Dude, Donnie.
I don't do it every day. I only do it when I'm
Best
with you
one,
guys.
Don here, the host with the most, can smoke so much fucking weed in one night and still be able to drive all the way to fucking New York just fine. I've seen it done. I've seen it happen. We have had 4
No,
blunts
I
in
don't freaking
rotation.
do that. Come on, I don't do that. What are you talking about?
We ain't, are we pleading the fifth now?
He's doing
Okay.
crimes on the podcast.
He's like, I just outed this fucking guy. Either or, but
Well, here's what he did though for his 21st.
what did he do?
Lots of sports betting.
Oh my
Lots of
fucking
sports
God.
betting. He is
Who-
addicted. Like he might be going to therapy for sports betting in a year from now.
Okay, so
I've
you're
been
telling
in
me
that
this dude
position.
did not have a fucking single drink for his birthday, but bet on a bunch of sports that he might not even fucking win?
Yeah, I
Did
think
at
he
least
lost.
win anything?
He couldn't even do that drunk and at least say
He-
it was a drunk mistake for his 21st.
I believe last night he did win his NBA bet, but when it came to like the NFL bets on Sunday, he lost all of them.
How much did he
yeah.
win for his NBA bet?
I think he won $300.
Oh, that's
Nice.
pretty
Like
bad.
10
That's not
bucks.
That's
bad.
more than that's
Yeah.
more
Off
than
of
I've
$10
won.
bucks. Oh, that's actually an investment, but it's nothing
But
compared to
the
what he
amount
could
of
have
money
won.
he spent over the weekend though on the football, I don't even know, and I don't want to
Didn't
talk
even make
about
it back. Didn't even make it back.
Definitely didn't make it back. Same with his brother too.
Oh, Will deserves that shit. Will deserves that shit.
Will the Thrill, which he will be at our Survivor Series watch along, so I am excited about that. Which that does remind
Hey,
me.
what up, Josh?
Speaking of the Survivor Series watch along, we do have a new super chat goal for the rest of this month, and it is a $100 super chat goal during the Survivor Series watch along. If we reach this goal, I must wear duct tape on my mouth during the entire watch along, and the goal must be reached by November 15th.
I'm also saying 100%. I'm 100% hijacking this shit right now. Survivor Series, I'm leaving my fucking Cash App on the screen, too, because it's my goddamn birthday that night, and if y'all want to buy me a drink, the Cash App will be in the handle.
I like that. I like that idea.
Hashtag duct tape Donnie and hashtag happy birthday Rage.
Yeah, literally hashtag duct tape Donnie, hashtag happy birthday Rage. Exactly. Survivor Series is literally my birthday, and apparently he wants me to really lose 25 pounds. So
Oh yeah,
that
I
Cash App
guess,
will be on the handle.
I guess hashtag Survivor Series too.
I'm gonna need to drink my sorrows away once this is gone. Because Donnie will likely
I'm
take it
taking
back.
it away. That's right. That's your birthday gift to me. It's going to be a couple weeks late, but that is what it is.
How the fuck is it my birthday, but he's getting the gift?
Because my birthday's a couple weeks before yours.
He's like, you just consider it belated.
That's why.
The gift that keeps on giving all year.
All right, let's get back on rails.
With that being said, let's get into our We Are Wrestling podcast, Power of the Poll. And this month, we've been doing some spooky takes here and spooky polls. And yeah, we asked you guys, out of these 4 women, which one is the most scariest? Let's see what the results are. It's a tie. We got a double winner for the first time in Power of the Poll history. Awesome Kong and Rosemary tied with 32%, while 16% of you guys picked China and 20% picked
This
Luna
one
Vachon.
is bullshit. This one is bullshit. We know one picked Awesome Kong because you know she would throw you the fuck around in real life, and the other half only chose the titties. The real answer was fucking Luna Vachon. The real answer was Luna Vachon. And if you say different, you're fucking lying.
Is that the blonde?
Yes, Luna Vachon is the blonde. So Awesome Kong was intimidating. She could actually beat your ass in real life. No question about it. That is kind of scary. But that's still not in terms of what we were going for here. The other just chose Rosemary because that picture is hella nice. They were just like, yeah, let's dump all that shit in here. We're gonna put all our votes in here. Nah, dude.
Why you gotta out me like that, bro?
Where I'm happy Luna Vachon is not dead last, she should have been first.
She should have been. I 1000% agree. There's nobody more freaking creepier than Luna Vachon. You ever heard her cut a promo? She freaking talks like she freaking smoked like a whole pack of Marlboros.
Bro, her whole fucking... Yeah, dude, she was fucking terrifying. She was with Gangrel, right?
No, she was with Goldust for a little while. Who else? She was with the Oddities. She was with the Oddities.
Oh, no, I'm talking about in real life, like with Gangrel.
Oh, like dating?
Yeah, she was dating Gangrel. Yeah, that was a
yeah.
huge relationship with him, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna look it up, but yeah, Luna should have won this one by a
landslide.
By a landslide, but then again, Awesome Kong was also pretty scary too.
What's up?
She passed away in 2010.
Yes, she did.
She did. It was very young. Hey, we got Danny Huckins here, our 4th co-host with the most. Luna scared the shit out of me as a kid. Her and Gangrel were great together.
Yep, even he knows. Well, Danny usually knows. It's just usually late as fuck.
Oh, always late to the party. Like somebody brings the chips to the party, like they're already there when Danny brings them.
Dude brings the salsa once the chips are fucking gone.
That's better. That's better.
No, Danny.
Oh,
we got Bradley here. We are for the live chat. What's going on, Bradley? Always got to acknowledge the We Are Wrestling members.
Always, dude. Always.
But yeah, our first time getting a tie, and this is actually very close votes.
First. Wow, that's awesome.
I take this one personal. I take this one personal.
How do you feel about this, Dan? What's your thoughts on this? Like, when you look at these 4 women, who scares you the most?
Well, I did pick one of the people that are tied. One of them was my vote.
Oh my fucking god! Are you part of the problem?
Maybe.
He's part of the problem. He chose the titties. He wasn't thinking with the right head. He thought with the one, the little thunder cunt from down under cunt.
Well, I guess 32% of our We Are Wrestling Maniacs are afraid of titties.
So my defense, that was the first thing I saw. Second of all, I didn't know who Luna Vachon is, hence why I'm looking her up right now. She didn't look that intimidating compared to the other 3. With Rosemary, I don't know what she wants to do. I don't know if she wants to kill me or take me to the bedroom or whatever, or wrestle me for that matter. With China, I've been used to what China looks like. She is intimidating in her own way. I think she was really cool watching her growing up. I wasn't afraid of her. And then Awesome Kong was going to be my second choice. So my top 2 choices were the ones that tied.
Honestly, I think the 16% that did pick China probably watched her Night in China film.
The only thing I have against these results is China's should have been higher. I feel like
You think so? I think Luda should have been higher.
Just with the popularity, because China is the well-known name out of these 4.
We got Joey's in the live chat. We got Rhea Ripley is China in this generation. I agree.
Yeah.
Josh Toy Show. I was scared of Awesome Kong as a kid just a little bit. Me too. But congratulations to both our winners, Rosemary and Awesome Kong, on this week's Poo Power of the Poll. Next week's is up right now in our YouTube community tab over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. And we asked you guys which tag team had the best costume. We have Enzo and Big Cass as Woody and Buzz, New Day as the Brood, Alpha Academy as the Dudleys and Stacy Cabler, and the last option, the Bellas as Batman and Robin.
All right, man. See, this is where you fucked up again, man. You fumbled.
All right, next week you're in charge of the power of the poll.
No. It's only one of them. The whole Batman and Robin one, dude. You should have trashed that one and put it with fucking Liv Morgan and Rhea as fucking Batman and Catwoman instead, dude. That shit was convincing as fuck.
Oh my.
See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. that was the fumble. Like, that one was way better than that shit.
See, this is my problem. I always come up with the power of the polls the day of the live podcast. Like, we need to come up with this on Sunday.
Behind the curtain.
In our group chat. Behind the scenes.
Honestly, yeah, China shouldn't have been there either. It should have been Nikki Cross and part of the Wyatt Six, because her demeanor genuinely scares the fuck out of me now.
Botch Donnie, we're not turning this into a thing, all right? You don't understand how hard it is to be the host with the most. Ben, a couple weeks ago, you could back me up.
Yeah, it's
I can back him
easy.
up too. As much as I give Donnie shit, he does do a great job.
It's not easy. He is the recipe that makes this thing flow.
The grind is real.
The dude, that is going to be the dude's last thing he says on his deathbed is the grind is real, and he's going to fucking croak.
The grind is real.
Flatline.
All right, well, a couple things before we get into our highlight of the week. Danny, shout out to Danny, not here with us this week. It is his week off.
But he is in the chat.
Did a live watch along over on his YouTube channel, and we are wrestling for AEW Wrestle Dream, because over the weekend, I was at Cam's 21st, while these two don't watch AEW. So shout out to Danny for doing the live watch along. We do appreciate that. And a couple announcements for the month of November. I'm going to be at Rhode Island Comic-Con, my birthday weekend, celebrating it, meeting some celebrities, and I get to meet Sting one final time because he's making his last New England appearance. Then the week after, I'm traveling to Long Island, New York for Big Event New York on Saturday, November 15th. So if you guys do see me at either Rhode Island Comic-Con or Big Event New York, don't hesitate to come up to me, say what's up. Big Event is usually We Are Wrestling's biggest vlogs. We do the best when it comes to views for these shows. So expect more, because we're going to be giving you guys some awesome content, including House of Glory. We'll be vlogging that show that's happening after Big Event as well. So we got some pretty cool things lined up. And shout out to Mercedes Monet, Rage's girl. She got 12 championships.
She got lucky number 13 with Rage's belt too.
I know. Well, yeah, you guys are sharing titles, right? So technically that makes you a 13 champion as well with her.
I guess so.
Oh no. My Rage Monet.
Oh no. God damn it, dude.
God. We know you're a big fan of hers. Oh, we all know. And I think we might have to do like a history lesson video for like the Maniacs that are new here. Like how much you love Mercedes. I think we need to do a whole history video. But a couple things as well. We do have our Slammiversary vlog up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. Great vlog. And then this Friday, we'll be having the new Blitzkrieg Pro vlog. And let me tell you, this is a must watch. Rage, you were there. Is this a must watch?
Oh, hell fucking yeah, especially with Rod Money's fucking dark ass. You can't even see him back there. There is actually another person in between me and Casual Cam. You just can barely see him. He's the dude holding up the WWE title. When you guys see it, let us know. Let us know in the comments when you see it. Because none of us fucking knew until after.
But we also, Josh, I'll see you at big event. Hell yeah, I will definitely be seeing you there. Donnie, you should make a history video of how much I love Liv Morgan. That would be way too long of a video. I don't even think YouTube would allow me to make that video, Alex. But yeah, no, guys, Rod Buddy, this is a must watch. He'll be up on the channel this Friday. And we did we did show you guys a preview last week on the live episode. Don't have it with me here, but there's our super chat goal for the month. We already talked about that earlier, and that is pretty much everything to catch up on. So, with that being said, let's now get into our wrestling highlight of the week. Let's start off with you, Rage. What's your highlight of the week in the wrestling world?
I'm wrestling with my thoughts right now to like fight the intrusive thoughts of saying, "Hi, Evan. What's up, dude?" In the wrestling world, I would have to say, fuck. What is my highlight of the week in the wrestling world? Honestly,
Mercedes winning all the championships?
No, I don't really have a highlight as much as I have a disdain for something that's happened.
Disdain.
Yeah, I don't have a highlight. I have beef, if anything. Like, yeah, it kind of like I know we had to like kind of switch gears with the plans and everything, but why fucking Jey Uso again, dude? Why fucking Jey Uso again? His shit is so fucking overdone. It should have been LA Knight, man. It should have been LA Knight. Even fucking Punk said, "I hope it's you, dude." Even Punk said it. Like he wants fucking LA Knight in the main event scene and in the world title picture scene. He knows that it's fucked. And I'm like, dude, if Punk is saying this shit too, then you probably should fucking listen because even now fans are betting on LA Knight. So it's like, dude.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get into this. I believe this is our last TV recap this week.
I know that we're going to have the Money in the Bank discussion, but still, it should have been LA Knight, man. It should have fucking been LA Knight. And everybody knows it. With everybody saying. So I think he needs a monster push. I know this is obviously furthering for fucking storylines for War Games, but regardless of the fact, dude, it's not it. It's not it. I hope Jimmy screws the fuck out of him, and that's what this was for. Like
we can't have another world title run with him. Betty, what's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, Benny?
Which I do want to share this highlight of the week from Alex Johnson. My wrestling highlight of the week is Jey Uso winning the Battle Royal. YouTube video has more dislikes than likes.
Yes, thank you. Alex, I never thought I was actually going to agree with you. Wow.
I was going to say, I can't believe he's not mentioning Liv Morgan here at all in this comment.
Wow. Alex, you are fucking evolving, son.
Making progress, Alex. Let's go. W's in the chat for Alex Johnson.
He's listening to a therapist.
Absolutely.
What do you got for your highlight of the week, Dan?
I will have to go over from SmackDown. It's not so much my favorite highlight, but one of the highlights that I enjoyed watching when Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre were having that brawl at the end because Jacob Fatu got beat up backstage, like mauled, like his teeth were all over the floor. Yep, there you go.
Dental work done.
Yeah, so he's actually going to be out for a bit because of that and for other health reasons. I think that may or may not be related to that.
He'll be back for War Games, apparently.
It opens the door for conspiracy theories, and that's what I like the most because it brings up a discussion topic where it's possible that Drew McIntyre wasn't the one that beat up Jacob Fatu. If you think about it, and like maybe Cody Rhodes planned it. I don't know.
I don't think Cody. I don't think it's Cody, but it definitely could be.
We
somebody.
Can't prove it.
Who else does he have beef with?
I'm not sure it's Drew McIntyre that actually did it, but I think it was just pure cinema.
I could see
that. Maybe,
especially maybe not Solo, but maybe somebody that's on the other side of the War Games fence. It could have been Jay for all we fucking know. Could have been fucking Jay, dude.
Or I was gonna say Roman, but that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, because I was going to say that. I don't think he's going to be back for War Games.
Oh, you think it's Orton? Oh.
No,
Roman. He did pick. Oh.
No, or Randy. Yeah, Randy Orton's actually a better answer. Good job, Danny. I think I would actually go with that.
Yeah,
because Orton even said that it's fucking, like, even Orton picked up Cody's title the other fucking night too, right?
Yeah, Randy Orton's been eyeing that title for more than over a fucking year now.
Oh yeah, dude, he's
So
been planting seeds for a long time.
they are slow
And the
cooking.
thing too, you have to think about it too. Randy Orton is a snake; they sliver, and Jacob Fatu pretty much has been wanting to go after Cody Rhodes for the championship.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Randy taking Jacob out of the picture, somebody who's a threat to take that championship. Randy wants to do it himself, and that's why we're planting seeds. And I think it is Randy Orton 100%.
And if it is Randy Orton, thank fucking God, because I want them to run this. I want them to have the match, whether it's Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, when the fuck ever. I want that match. Street fight, one-on-one, no DQ, whatever the stipulation is. Steel cage for that matter. I want that fucking match.
Yeah, because this was supposed to be a weekly news and rumors topic, but since we're already talking about the Jacob Fatu, we might as well like talk about it here. So pretty much like here's the update on his injury. According to Body Slam Net, Jacob Fatu is dealing with a non-wrestling related injury that's expected to keep him out of action for a very extended period, possibly well into 2026.
Oh.
So he might be out past WrestleMania, possibly. That's some of the rumors that's going around.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know what happened.
He got beat the fuck up, dude. There was like
Danny,
10 teams on that floor.
if you're here, can you try to do some research and find out what the hell happened? Because I don't even know. But honestly, like I would love it to be Randy Orton because I feel like a Randy Orton Jacob Fatu rivalry could really help Jacob Fatu get to that next level that we know he could reach.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But I do like that as a highlight of the week, though. That's definitely a good one, Dan.
It gets you thinking, right? Gets you thinking.
It got me thinking. It was Javon Evans. I don't think Javon Evans has a friggin' bad bone in his body. He would never do that. But let's see. My highlight of the week. That's the thing, man. Like last week was such a high, or no, a couple weeks ago was such a high for like pro wrestling that like it's kind of hard to pick like one highlight of the week here.
I have an extra one, Donnie. So I know I play the card of two normally during.
Oh, go right ahead. You can play the card of two. I need to think about this.
Okay, so my other segment that I just saw, I didn't watch it last night, but I saw the highlight on somebody's Instagram that I follow. When they had that promo with Ricky Saints and
last night on NXT, he was fighting
Whoop Trick
Williams.
Trick Williams, yes. Wow, dude. They had that promo, and I'm not familiar with Ricky Saints' promos, so I'll get that straight out right away. First of all, when I watched that last night, I was like, okay, I'm in. But that was like my turning moment where I was like, okay, cool. This guy is
pretty good.
The real deal. Yeah, he is pretty good at promos. And I'm like, okay, I'm excited for this match.
I got it. I got my highlight of the week.
And
it's got to be Braun Breaker holding that world championship. Yep.
That did look good on him.
That's my highlight of the week. Let's put a freaking rocket ship on this man and just let him take off as high as possible. Let him take off that championship. Like Braun Breaker is ready right freaking now.
He's
to take that. Like he has that brass ring in his hands. He's just waiting for Triple H to say, "Go hit us a grand slam." So yeah, no, my highlight of the week is probably Braun Breaker holding that title. But Josh Toy Show, my highlight of the week for me was the Vision shocking heel turn on Seth. Well, that was a couple weeks ago, so that would count as last week's, but that was definitely a really cool moment.
Do you want to know why I think that Braun's not going to hold the title for a little while?
Why?
And honestly, why I think he shouldn't for a little while?
Why? Why shouldn't he?
Because this whole thing was fucking rushed, bro. There was going to be more adversity. Braun realistically has not done much on the main roster, dude. He's really not, but
he's been breaking ribs.
Just hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
A fancy spear is not a fucking enough, dude. It's not. It's really not. And they had to significantly push this up. Just because something has to get pushed up does not mean it is the right thing to do, because he could get that title and he could be buried by the fucking fans tomorrow, man. You also have to remember.
But he's over.
You also have to remember long-term, Donnie. Give him adversity. Let CM Punk win this title. Give him a few-month title reign, even if it is Braun Breaker to start it. but you have to give him some kind of adversity and have him not beat the dude that Seth has been bitch slapping around.
All right, fine. I got a better solution. We could give CM Punk the championship until WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Let Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble. Braun Breaker enters the Rumble at number 1 and he eliminates all 29 people. Let's go. Give him that Brock Lesnar Rookie of the Year push. That's go.
Fine. But, like, here's the thing. Like, you have to build him up more and give him more substance other than just fucking Steiner math and fucking fancy spears. You
forgot to mention the howling.
Okay. That's been going on since NXT, and it's a fun thing for the fans to interact and do. Like, with that aside, though, you can't give me one memorable opponent that the dude's really had since coming to main roster. He's kind of been floating around. Yeah, he's a good presence, but he's kind of been floating around. You have to give this dude legitimate stories to see that he can hold it up on.
Really good.
Bro, he's literally a part of a stable, not even standing on his own. Why does he deserve to be my champion?
He is standing on his own. He's holding
the
world
fuck is not. He's got
him.
Bronson Reed and fucking Paul Heyman behind him. When he can stand on his own, then I'm like, all right, cool. Fucking wipe the floor with him by yourself. Don't stand behind Paul Heyman, Paul this, Paul that, Bronson this, Bronson that. Do it on your own. Give me some adversity. Give me a story that you actually trust the process. Don't just throw it in there. Just because he's over does not mean he's gonna fucking prevail as a champion. Look what the fuck they did to Jey Uso.
Oh, you cannot compare Braun Breaker to Jey Uso.
Yeah, I can. I can prevail a 10 fucking plus year veteran against a fucking rookie who just got good genes and a good spear.
Jey Uso can't even hit a good looking spear.
He put the fucking miles in the business, though, Donnie. He put the miles in the business. And he also was a part of a massive fucking storyline that earned him that shot.
Like 2 years.
Earned him. He went from a tag team dude to a fucking main event Jey Uso, and that took years to do.
Hey, I'm not discrediting Jey.
Exactly.
I will not discredit him.
And
but
again,
you cannot discredit Braun Breaker.
I am going to discredit Braun Breaker because he hasn't had half the fucking...
that guy.
But he's going to be. But he's not that guy right now, Donnie. He's not that guy right now.
Because Triple H is not taking the chance on this guy.
Because there's not time. There's not enough time to right now. They're starting it now. They're starting his shit now. They're starting it now, but it is not time to pull that trigger now. And if they do, you just burned another fucking momentum because the fans are going to turn on him. Because what else has he done? Where else can he revisit where he had a good story for the main roster? Right now, he's a part of a stable. They just turned on Seth. If they give him this and they pull that trigger, it's dumb as fuck.
I don't know, man. I do.
Braun's got time to be world champion. He has time.
Yeah, he's
but
got
right
time.
now, we need to flesh out his credibility and his legacy before we just slap a title on him. Braun Breaker is no fucking Randy Orton. I said it.
Oh yeah, no. Randy Orton's like on a whole separate.
Which is why he deserved it at 24 years old. Braun is fucking is maybe 2 years younger than me or a year younger than me. The dude
27.
still has time. Oh wait, he's almost 3 years younger than me. The dude has time. Let it cook. Let him lose a little bit.
I will say this. It is very unfortunate, in my opinion,
Facts, James,
that the Seth Rollins injury did happen, because I think they could have definitely done a Triple H versus Batista type of build.
Yes.
For this coming WrestleMania. And
Facts.
unfortunately,
and that's what it was for. And that's what it was for. And 100%, yes, where Seth's injury placed CM Punk in a right place at a right time moment. And I'm happy for him, and I really hope they do put the title on him and they give Jey something else. But, man, to put it on Braun Breaker within even the next 3 months is fucking ludicrous, dude. Like,
I think it should be a bigger stage. It should be WrestleMania.
It should be WrestleMania or SummerSlam. One of the two. Give me
At
even
the
Survivor
very
Series
least,
next
Royal
year.
Rumble.
I
At
can
the
get
very
behind
latest
that.
Survivor
I can
Series
get
next
behind
year.
that.
And that's
I can
all
get
I'm
behind
saying.
that.
I'm not discrediting of what he could be, but that's not who he is now. And that's all I'm saying, man, is just experience, storytelling, legacy, credibility. That's it.
But now here's what I want to do with Braun Breaker. Let's get him to that level by having him fight Roman Reigns on a couple PLEs.
Yes.
Let's get some of these bigger names in there with
Lesnar.
him.
Give me a Lesnar match, especially if he's involved with
Breaker,
Division.
bury Brock.
Maybe not bury, but give me a fucking 30 to 40-minute match to give Brock a run for his fucking money.
Ooh,
like,
you're gonna
make
have
it
to pay,
fucking credible.
Oh, man. You might have
You
to
said
get Brock
Brock-
like an extra $1 billion if you want him to do that.
Brock
And he-
Lesnar versus Braun Breaker?
Yes, that would be a fucking battle of the Goliaths on the grandest stage of them all for a title when he's world champion one day, dude. Like, mark my fucking words, that match will fucking sell if given the
I just
right
got
build.
chills thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So just let
Damn.
him cook, man.
That's
Let his
crazy.
big adversity be Brock fucking Lesnar, bro.
But I will say this. The last thing I'm going to say about Braun Breaker is both Nick Nemeth and Bully Ray said it on Busted Open Radio. what WWE needs to do is sometimes you have to throw them in the deep end and see if they can sink or swim. And I think that Braun Breaker, if you actually take the floaties off of him and you throw him in the deep end, he is going to be swimming. And I think it's just a matter of time, when we finally get that opportunity. Because I think in this Triple H era of WWE, that's the one critique I have, is that Triple H is afraid to just throw people out and let them friggin' swim.
But that's where I don't blame him for not throwing people out, because if he
you gotta take risk.
Here's the thing, though, is if he really believed in these people's ability, he would have thrown them out into the water a long time ago. Braun Breaker does not have personality, man. He really doesn't. Other than an occasional smile and him just being pissed off all the time, I need more, dude.
He can cut a promo.
A champion can do it all, though. A champion can do it all.
And he
can. A good champion can do it all. No, but the thing is, though, we have not seen that yet, Donnie. We have not seen that yet.
Donnie, I gotta side with Rage on this.
Oh, come on, not cool, Jason. Come on,
Jason, you motherfucker! I miss you, Jason. Oh my God, Jason, thank you. Not for the comment, but thank you for showing up. No, Jason is one of the best fucking people on the fucking planet, man. Like, I fucking love Jason so much. So I just want to say thank you for stopping in, man. Seriously, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say mid though. Like, I would not say mid. He has so much fucking potential, and I want to give Donnie that credibility. I want to give him all of that because I believe in it, just not now. I would rather see this a longer road where the title win is going to mean something. I miss when someone got the title because it's what they fucking dreamed about, dude. I miss that. Don't just slap it on somebody because you think they deserve it. Let me believe it. Give me that fan feeling to live that shit again. And that is what we're missing. That story, that fucking arc to get it. The last one we had was Cody Rhodes, and even that did things, but it didn't give me that old school feel. And that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
Love you, dude.
No, I agree. But you see, I think how you feel about Braun Breaker, that's kind of where I'm at with Bronson Reed, where I feel like there is something like he's getting there. He's in that direction. But I think Breaker's already there.
The HBK first championship type run. Yes, where he was the boyhood dream, bro. It finally come true. Like, I miss that shit, man. Where they were crying in the middle of the fucking ring because they finally won the big one.
But you see, we can't get there if you don't let people sink or swim. Shawn Michaels around 95, they pretty much threw him in the deep water and said, all right, it's time. Let's see if you are the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania. You need to sink or swim. And he went out there and he swam. But
Shawn also had a decorated career prior to that, though, dude. Braun doesn't. Other than an ex-NFL career that barely lasted anything and then a good, decent NXT run. But no, man, like, he's not on that Shawn level yet.
And I think it's just hard, too, because, like, a lot of the people that we have in the WWE right now too, like, it is kind of hard because a lot of them are new. So, like, it is kind of hard to have somebody go from doing really just nothing, getting a big push to the championship. Like, it kind of felt like Damian Priest even, like, we felt like he deserved it, but, like, it was too soon.
Yeah, I get it, but
we'll have to see what happens. Because
respectfully, I'm going to stand where I'm at, but I also respect where you're at.
All right. That's a fair line in the sand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into our We Are Wrestling Podcast weekly TV recaps. Here we go. And this was a shocker. Last Friday on SmackDown, Ilya Dragunov accepted Sami Zayn's open challenge and won the United States Championship. What's your thoughts on this?
Facts, Jason. So I actually really liked this decision. I gotta also give a shout out to Sami Zayn. I know that, like we said, that we weren't going to talk about him, but this is on a good level. It was his call to have Ilya Dragunov win. He thinks that Ilya Dragunov is somebody that could bring prestige for a new face with the title. And I agree. Like, I love Ilya Dragunov. Between him and Gunther, Ilya was my guy. And I just, he was the first one to dethrone Gunther. And obviously when he made the transition to the U.S., Ilya just has this thing about him that he has this presence and charisma that connects to a crowd. His return, he got a fucking decent pop. I was like, whoa, dude.
Yeah,
people have been looking forward to this. Like, Ilya Dragunov has this gimmick that is just so it has aura. And he's one of those people that, like you either get it or you don't.
Can I just say, wait, speaking of that, I do want to say something because I have been very critical about not understanding the aura, not understanding the gimmick. Yeah. And I will say this, the video Danny Huckins sent me in that group chat of the promo backstage after he won the championship, I'm starting to slowly understand it.
Yeah, dude. Ilya is a fucking different machine. And like I said, there are some superstars.
He's growing on me.
It takes time, and I get that. Yeah.
And it's taken time for me. I was that way.
I was that way with Karrion Kross for a little bit with his NXT run. Like I was there, but there was still something missing for me. When he came back in 22, it was there. Everything clicked for me, and I'm like, dude, fucking yes. And I understand that with Ilya Dragunov. Like, I think that he is somebody that can elevate the U.S. title. I think that he's somebody that could have a healthy reign and make some of the best fucking rivalries and the best feuds and storytelling with. And I also really dig that he is another, fucking beacon of the old school technical wrestling. Like there's still people that are out there that can still draw a fucking reaction from it. And he is one of those people that not only has the moveset, has the look and the aura to surround it. I think that it's going to be a phenomenal run.
Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah.
Absolutely, James.
Hopefully we get Dragunov versus Gunter too.
I would love that as a Night of Champions match, champion versus champion, not winner take all, but just champion versus champion. That would be a fucking 5-star classic.
Yeah.
So I immediately thought of a match that Dragunov should do. Him versus Penta.
Ooh, take my money right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm biting.
So
I can get behind that.
I know it's not part of the plot or the whatever we have planned for the podcast, but real quick, it's like Ilya Dragunov, like you guys were just pointing out, he's got that aura, he's got that thing with him as he just makes his grand return, gets a decent pop. That was the same thing with Penta, and they haven't been doing anything with him lately. But yet he still has that aura when he comes out. People still enjoy watching him wrestle. So I think that should be his first title defense, with Dragunov retaining. But something like that when Ilya Dragunov, somebody who's coming from a return from, I think he was injured, right?
Yeah, he had a knee injury that sidelined him for over a year.
Yeah, he was coming up over a year with that backstage promo, and this is like a different side of him. So I think something like that, it doesn't have to be specifically Penta for his first match, but something along those lines.
I'm going to tell you this right now. We need to keep this SmackDown U.S. Championship Open Challenge thing every Friday moving forward.
I think so too. Because
let me tell you this. Sami Zayn did a great job at bringing prestige back to that United States Championship. And these Open Challenges have been a pleasure to watch. And also a great way to bring back people. Like Shinsuke also got a big reaction. And now he's in the title picture because technically he never lost in his Open Challenge because of the whole interference of Solo Sikoa's family. And now Ilya Dragunov coming back. I thought this was the perfect way of doing it. I'm digging the new look with the neck tattoo. I think that adds more badass to his character. And I think, honestly, this was the right call. And I think that if there's anybody that's going to bring prestige to the championship and start to get over as an established star, holding that title, it's Ilya. But let's keep these Open Challenges rolling. I want to see a Shinsuke versus Ilya. I want to see Ilya versus Sami again.
Did you say Ilya?
Ilya.
I can't pronounce his name. All right,
it's Ilya. It's Ilya.
All right, Ilya.
Ilya, not
Ilya.
Ilya. Yeah, Ilya Dragunov.
All right, well, the Dragon. That's what we're gonna call him. The Dragon. I want to see this is what I want in my United States Championship. I want to see strikers, technicians like Dragunov. That's what I want in the United States Championship. We can keep the larger-than-life characters going after the Intercontinental, the World title. I think we need to get the workhorsemen going after that U.S. belt. And I think Dragunov holding it, that we're on to something. Something big. But I will say at first, I thought I'd be upset about it. I'm not. I'm actually really happy they did this, and he's starting to grow on me.
I was instantly upset because I was just expecting somebody like Obafemi, somebody who was just
I was hoping for
going to go on in the
main
main roster. soon.
I was hoping for him to take the belt, but I do think eventually that will happen. But right now, I think that this was the right call. And a good way to bring him back.
After the match, I was like, okay, yeah, I was wrong. This was the right call. And like I said, that backstage promo was like, okay, like I'm gonna rewatch that shit.
Yep, I was impressed. All right, let's move on now to our only AEW, TV recap news that we do have here. And over the weekend, during AEW Wrestle Dream, Sarah Stock, who used to be a coach at AEW, highly criticized the fish tank spot during the I Quit match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley, and said this, and I quote, "You know who should stop this? Mothers with their remote controls. Kids are going to end up dead trying this stuff at home." What are your thoughts on the spot, and do you think Sarah is overreacting here?
Okay, so the spot, I mean, if you look at 90s wrestling alone, I mean, they did a lot of things that could have gotten you killed. I mean, do I agree with the drowning segment? No, because I feel like that's just kind of a little unnecessary in the world of wrestling. Like, there's a lot of things I find unnecessary, but, like, I also understand in terms of effect. This was unfortunately not one of them, but what I will say is, dude, look, I know that you're a perfect parent. And, you fucking, they weren't watching it. They were asleep. But I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I feel like as a parent, I can't really answer this because there's a lot of different views. Like, not everybody parents the same way. But to say, oh, fucking, X, Y, and Z, like, then just don't have them watch it, I guess. Like, be that perfect parent and just don't have them fucking watch it. I don't know. Like, it's I don't know.
The irony is
about
just, oh my god, the fucking
It's
irony
unreal.
is just irritating me right now. So going back to a match that had the same wrestler, Jon Moxley, getting stabbed in the head with a fork. Danny in the chat is saying Darby lit Max on fire on free TV. We have people back in the day getting thrown into tables that were lit on fire, but yet drowning is where we cross the line. Oh my gosh. In a small little 5 foot, not even foot, 5 foot, like whatever tiny ass fucking fish tank. Really? I disagree.
Yeah, 1000% me too. I think this is definitely an overreacting. I think if WWE or any other promotion did this except AEW, they would be getting praise for it. But here's the
torn pack.
But here's the thing, like, here's a better example. I was a kid when WrestleMania 22 happened. Edge versus Mick Foley, and you just mentioned this, Dan Eddy, about the table being put on fire. And I remember Edge spearing Mick Foley through a table that was lit on fire. Now, as a kid, I did do backyard wrestling on my trampoline. Did I ever think about, let me freaking light my table on fire and go through it? Fuck no.
You're talking about Mick Foley. Think about his match with The Undertaker where he throws Mick Foley, 35 feet into a table? Like, we're not going to talk anything about that, but we're going to talk about a drowning in a fish tank when but
here's the thing, like,
quote unquote fake.
AEW, everybody knows it's for the sickos, and as a parent, if you want your kid to watch that, let them watch that. If you don't want them to watch it, don't let them watch that. But if you're gonna let them watch it, at least it's the common sense. Like, don't drown your brother or sister in a freaking fish. Do your job as a parent. But yeah, I couldn't believe that the wrestling world were overreacting about all this stuff. And there is a reason why they do say don't try this at home.
But I do think there is some common sense on something like this.
Because it's like if you play Call of Duty, for example, like, does that mean like you're gonna have your kid like go grab like an actual gun and go shoot people?
I mean,
but yeah, we're kind of steered a little bit off topic, but I don't know. I just think that like the spot was all right. Like, might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it should just be your choice at the end of the day whether or not you want your kid to watch it or not. But it definitely created some waves. But let's move on now to some Monday Night Raw TV recap. This past Monday on Raw, the world title was vacant, and number one contenders battle royal was to determine who will face CM Punk at Saturday Night Main Event. Jey Uso eliminated his brother and won. So now, Saturday Night Main Event, we're getting CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's vacant. What's your thoughts on all of this?
I hate it. Unless the story is brighter on the other side, I hate it.
I hate it
That's
too.
it. That's all I got. I hate it. I hate it. Jey Uso needs to take the time off he wanted to take because he's running very stale. He's running very stale at this point. Like, at this point...
Not cool, Jason. I'm so over Jay. I think we all are.
So,
at least online community.
I'm going to go ahead and say that the dude needs to be taken out either during War Games, right after, or even before, and needs to take time off until maybe the Rumble. Because, dude, he is running very stale in terms of the fans right now. Like, us journalists, I guess, is the best.
The IWC.
The IWC. Yeah. Like, it's a fucking joke how much they've been trying to really force Jey Uso into, like, heavy storylines. Obviously, somebody like Rikishi's back there with a fucking gun pointed at someone's head, probably. It's awful, man. Like, it's awful, and I hate saying it. I love Jey Uso, but, like, it's time to move on, you know? I don't see how this helps anybody right now. I don't. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Charlotte, what's going on, man?
I think it was utterly ridiculous because they've given LA Knight so many chances. From the Money in the Bank match to the World Heavyweight title match, I believe he had one. I can't think of any. I feel like there's so many. I can't think of.
Yeah, he was like a runner-up to winning the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and he had a chance to be number one contender for the World Heavyweight title, and it's irritating. He's never had a WWE World title.
Doesn't make sense at all, and I've been such a huge LA Knight fan going all the way back to Impact Wrestling as Eli Drake, and man, I just don't understand it. The storyline is literally right there with LA Knight and CM Punk. Like, they have done so good with the little bit of TV time that they've had with LA Knight stealing the victory from CM Punk with the GTS in that random tag match that we got on Monday Night Raw. LA Knight's arrogance. He could be such a good heel world champion for the time being.
You know, I just realized something. Eli Drake, Eli is short for Elijah, and there's been that meme going around that LA Knight was fucking Elijah, Ezekiel's brother.
Yeah.
That's sorry, I don't know why.
You know
that intrusive thought just took over my head. Sorry, continue.
I was just gonna point out, when he is as LA Knight, he's never had a world title in his entire wrestling career. The last world title he's had,
Impact
he was
Wrestling.
Eli Drake, and he was Impact World Champion, for 146 days.
It's a healthy title run.
Yeah. No, he had a great run with the championship. Like, I was watching the dying days of Impact Wrestling, and he was trying to give it CPR, trying to make TNA live. But
I don't know what PWR is. The PWR Heavyweight Champion at El Hayo de Trump.
I just really don't understand it, because, like, LA Knight you could have done something there. And, like, we're going back to Jey Uso, which a lot of us, like, online are getting sick of. Like, I'm not going to ever say the whole wrestling community, because he still does get the yeet pops. The kids are all still for Jey Uso, which is their demographic. Nick Khan has said it himself. I do think that, like, CM Punk versus Jey, this is a lose-lose situation for any of us here, because you have two very popular guys with the fans, and now you're basically telling the fans you have to pick one or the other.
As long as Vince is alive, Vince is always there.
He's got a guy in the inside job too.
Cough, cough. Bruce Pritchard.
Yep.
But Danny Huggins here in the live chat. So you guys wanted LA Knight to win the Battle Royal just to lose another title match. Who said he needed to lose?
Who said he was going to lose?
He could have cheated and took the belt from CM Punk, and we could have got a heel LA Knight run for a little bit.
I would have taken that shit.
Because Raw, they need something new. We need something new. Everything right now is stale. Give us something new. LA Knight
was hot as fucking U.S. champion too. LA Knight was on fire. People loved him as LA. When he lost, I was fucking gobsmacked.
He lost to Shinsuke too, right?
For nothing,
that was
too.
That was his last title run.
And I'm just saying too, with LA Knight, he's always
good.
worked better as a heel. And if you don't believe me, go check out his NXT stuff, go check out his Impact Wrestling stuff, and go check out his NWA stuff.
My bad. The first time he lost it to Shinsuke, the second time he lost it to Jacob Fatu. Idiot. I knew
that. And that kind of goes back to like, because James All Day here says they always seem like they always push LA Knight and then they hold him back. Why? And that's what I mean. You need to let some of these people sink or swim. And I think LA Knight in that type of situation would swim. And I think WWE is afraid to admit that, which is why they keep holding him back. But LA Knight could have held the championship for a little while, because what are we doing with the world title?
I have no idea.
Exactly. And I think we're going to have to leave it as that, because there's really nothing else for us to really talk about here.
I mean, we can get into it and say what's going to happen at Saturday Night's Main Event, but I'll leave that to the predictions podcast.
Yep, which we'll share next week on the show. But with that being said, let's get into our We Are Wrestling podcast, weekly news and rumors. And I know you're not familiar with this individual, Dan, but I know Rage and I do have some stuff we need to say about him. And last week we talked about some WWE ID prospects that decided not to renew their contracts, and somebody that we're very familiar with, Bryce Donovan, announced that he will no longer be with the WWE ID or Evolve, stating this, and I quote, "Finale, I will no longer be with WWE ID or Evolved. Thanks for the good times, everyone. Learned a lot, especially from X-Pac, who's the best coach anyone could ask for. I'll let you know what's happening next when I decide, or maybe I won't. I don't know yet." So, Ben, what's your thoughts on WWE not bringing back Bryce Donovan?
So, I mean, I didn't really see a lot of value in WWE ID, really, other than like being on Evolve. You know, like it felt like there wasn't really a solid plan for it. You know, like it feels even to this day like you don't really hear much about it unless somebody's getting released, or you get that Evolve fucking previews during the PLEs and sometimes on Raw. You know, you don't really ever hear about it that much. I will say that the indies are always great to people that are really genuinely trying to, you know, get back out there and, you know, maintain and gain their more traction and relevancy. I just, you know, I just think that the indies will probably do him well. Maybe AEW will do him well. You know, I think this is a blessing, because there has been big names that have been dropping out of the project, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like it doesn't really work.
Yeah, so I think for some people it does, but I know you're guaranteed, I think it's like $500 a week being a part of WWE ID. So like at least like you're getting like good income. But some of these people like Zeta Steel and Bryce Donovan probably want to go out and bet on themselves, because now that they got that 1 year of experience under WWE ID, they think that maybe they have what it takes to really take that chance, take that risk that you have to make in this business.
Thanks, Charlotte.
And I think that Bryce Donovan, honestly, the best place.
Oh shit, Charlotte.
Man, TNA needs to give him the call ASAP.
I agree.
I feel like TNA, he would strive.
Especially as a big guy. They're missing a lot of like bigger guys, and Bryce is a fucking tower.
And I don't know. I think like with TNA, they could use a guy like him. And I'm surprised that Brian Myers hasn't given him the call, because that he did train at Creative Pro.
He was still a part of Chuck Crew until recently, James.
Yeah, no, he was with Bobby Orlando and Max Caster. But not cool, Jason. Wasn't one of the ID guys, that LFG guy who's dating Cora Jade. Nope. Drake Monroe, Drake. He was not a part of the ID program. Bryce kind of looks like him a little bit, but nope. He's different. I think he came from the next in line thing. Gotcha. But in general, Bryce Donovan, I think he's very talented. This is a huge loss for WWE, and you will see Bryce Donovan someday on wrestling television. No doubt about that.
He's great.
Very good. But let's move on now to our next We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors topic. And I feel like we haven't talked about this individual in a little while, but according to TMZ, Vince McMahon's charges for reckless driving and following too closely will be dropped in a year if he's able to keep his nose clean in a I can't even pronounce that.
Rehabilitation.
Yep, there you go. He is also being asked to donate $1,000 to charity, and he has to follow the rules driving. So, what's your thoughts on Vince McMahon pretty much getting a slap in the wrist?
Definitely slapping the wrist. That $1,000 to him is like fucking
a penny.
Fucking wiping his ass with a fucking penny. So there's no real justice here. I mean, granted, I'm glad nobody got hurt, but it wasn't like a huge thing. But like, man, out of all the things you could fucking put him in a courtroom and have him fucking do time for, like, fuck.
Fuck. Yeah, I think where Vince McMahon, his real court issues will be happening pretty soon with the Janelle Grant case. Whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sort of just like, okay, cool, whatever. We know that happens. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's see what happens for that. One, think that punishment should have been a lot more. And two, whatever keeps him outside the wrestling world, I'm all for. Whether it's probation but can't be inside the facility, or can't be a part of creative at all, just anything like that. Yeah, I'll be happy.
Yeah, no, he just needs to stay out of the wrestling world. Like, he's been there, he's done it. He's like 80-something years old. Just touch grass. But he did get quite a reception though from people, which we did share this clip here, which I'll pull up. Which Vince McMahon, he got quite a reception walking out of the courtroom, or walking into the courtroom. This was out in Stamford, Connecticut, which I'm surprised Danny Huckins wasn't there. Which I do want to ask Danny Huckins, why the hell were you not there?
Why does this haircut low-key look like Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. He'd be looking like Pepe Le Pew.
That fits so much. That fits so well on him. The Pepe Le Pew skunk cartoon.
Yeah.
Stalking, sexual assault.
But it's crazy that, like, literally, like, he could be out of, like, the news for so long, and then something like this is, like, breaking news in the IWC. Him going into a courtroom.
Is he signing autographs?
Yep. He is signing autographs for people, which, by the way, as an autograph guy, he does have one of the worst signatures. It's like a V and like a K and like an M. We love you, Vinny Mac. Thank you. Whoop.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so there's Vince with the courtroom walking in. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Danny Huckins, he's 100% not getting any jail time for the Chanel Grant situation. He'll pay a fine, he'll pay her for damages, and he'll pay for her legal fees. Probably, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. He looks like he could hardly stand. Well, he didn't have a cane, surprisingly, so that's something compared to his last time being seen. But let's move on now to some news that we've been talking about a little bit, but we do have an update here. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the idea from those in WWE is that Chris Jericho is coming for a retirement tour and a Hall of Fame induction. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
Well, actually, to add to it, kind of perfect segue. Recently, I forgot where, but Tony Khan was actually asked in an interview what the future for Chris Jericho was looking like. Obviously, he said we'll have like the next few months. We'll have to wait and see. But he immediately answered that with that he can't thank Chris enough or be grateful enough for everything that he's done. So, and the way that he was putting it was very like it's likely a closed deal. It's done. Like, I think his time in AEW is now over. I don't know if like he had a write off of TV that looked very like, you know, this. It looked like it could be it. I don't watch AEW, so I mean, like that's just kind of like I don't know where I am with that, but it's very clear that he's coming home and he's going to be ending his career in the place that he called home for years and that made him who he is. And he's going there solely to not only just have a fun last run, but he's going there to not only tie up some loose ends, maybe tussle in the a couple exhibition matches with some people that he hasn't tussled with yet, and just kind of put a bow on a very big and honestly one of the best careers in the entire sports entertainment has ever seen. So for him to come back home, it makes sense. Lately they've been making a lot of references to Jericho. Even WWE, their YouTube channel has been putting a lot of stock into Jericho stuff. He's been mentioned a lot on WWE as of late. Obviously
wrestlers doing the walls of Jericho.
Yep. He's coming home, and I think that these reports are 100% spoilers. I think that this is an inevitable thing that's going to happen, and when it does happen, I'm very excited to see how it all unfolds. I hope that his retirement is just as good as AJ's. I hope that I hope when it's all said and done that it's an exciting ride for all of us fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of alluded to it just now, Rage. I was going to mention if he's going to do a retirement tour next year, that's kind of the same time when AJ Styles is going to do his final saying goodbye. So he just said goodbye to the Japan audience. They are going to lock in. I was just going to bring up when they had that WWE Fastlane match in 2016, something like that, where like kind of what John Cena was doing. He was bringing back all these opponents, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. One of the people that Chris Jericho needs to bring in is AJ Styles, because that'd be a great match.
That would be. That was AJ Styles' first rivalry too on the main roster.
Yeah, because I think he joined WWE in 2016, right?
AJ did, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think running it back, because John Cena did that with one of the people when he first started out too, right? One of his opponents was CM Punk, and then Randy Orton, and then Brock Lesnar was
with his farewell tour
for like 3 different decades. Yeah, so I think that would be exciting. It's pretty much inevitable at this point if he's coming back home or not. But definitely the walls are going to break down in 2026. So,
all I know is I can't wait to hear "Break the Walls Down." I do miss it.
What if he comes out to Judas though?
I wouldn't mind that.
He owns the rights.
He does, but I wouldn't mind that. But I don't know, man. Like, I need to hear "Break the Walls Down." I love.
You get a bigger pop.
What if you get the classic countdown? You get "Break the Walls," and then all of a sudden it goes right into Judas.
That'd gonna happen.
That would be incredible to end it with,
that's
just go break the walls, dun 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 dun.
Judas and Baba.
Dude, that whole fucking arena is going to erupt. They might need a fucking stadium for that show, bro, because it is going to erupt.
If it is happening at the Royal Rumble, it would be in Saudi. So the crowd will go nuts.
Like, give me some old school feels with the fucking countdown, but then just go right into Judas. And then if you just carry on with Judas for the rest of his tenure, I'm fucking cool with that. But give me the classic countdown for his first like entrance.
And
back.
with the web and dude,
give me the countdown, give me everything, and then just go right into fucking Judas and just listen to the entire fucking place erupt.
Yeah, so here's what I think about all this. Like you said with the Tony Khan thing, this 100% confirms that Jericho is coming back to WWE. He's coming home, because I always say it, timing is everything. And Chris Jericho did everything to put AEW on the map. He accomplished everything, being the first AEW World Champion, being the prime reason why they got that television deal with TNT and Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. Jericho was one of the biggest keys to getting that deal.
He was a mastermind behind the whole thing.
And Jericho has done more than enough for AEW. And I think with the new direction that AEW is going in, more focusing, trying to be like the New Japan of the United States, Jericho needs to come back to WWE. He's a better fit, I think, now in WWE than the current state of AEW.
So what I'll 100% say is Jericho went out and made the competition a healthy alternative for WWE. You know, like
Agreed.
he went out there and established a whole company, and he's leaving it running almost 6 years after the fact, which is a fucking miracle and just incredible in itself with what AEW is at its peak right now. You know, but I agree. You know, and it's even more. You can see it even more him coming back with Judas because, as you already know, Def Rebel's on their final leg of their contract. Everybody's getting either their old songs back or new actual songs. He can come back with a song he legitimately owns. So I can see it, man. Like his WWE run this time already feels so special, and he's not even fucking here yet. And he's not even confirmed yet.
Tyrus makes a good point here. Jericho can't return with the nostalgia again. He did it twice. He has to return reinvented.
Which is great. I agree.
Judas. That's why we're getting Judas, I think.
That again.
In WWE.
Give me the nostalgic countdown so at least everybody knows who's coming, but then kick it into Judas for the reinvention.
That right there.
Literally reintroduce him to everybody again with that countdown because everybody in their fucking family knows what that countdown is and who it represents, and then just go right into Jericho.
Daddy says, what about Jericho coming back at Elimination Chamber in Chicago? No. Royal Rumble, they have a countdown. Who's known for coming out to a countdown?
Yeah. I think it's because his contract ends up.
Needs to happen at the Rumble. It's unfortunate that it is happening in Saudi, but it needs to happen at the Rumble.
Yes, I agree.
But I will say this, like, also to add, like, one thing to this whole Jericho thing. He accomplished everything in AEW, and I even think Tony Khan knows that, like, he needs to end his career off the right way, go to WWE, get inducted into the Hall of Fame, maybe give us some WWE action figures as well that I could add to my collection, and then maybe he could show up in AEW a few years from now and do, like, little appearances and stuff. But, timing is everything, and I think right now the time is perfect for Jericho to come home.
Yeah, there's no better time than now.
No better time. But let's move on now to some contract updates, and we'll try to fly through these. So, according to Fightful, Mustafa Ali's TNA contract expires at the end of 2025. Lillian Garcia has announced that she has re-signed a 2-year deal with the WWE, and Samantha Irvin revealed that she has 1 more year with a no-compete clause. So let's start off with Mustafa Ali here. What's your guys' thoughts? Do you think he's going to come back to TNA, or do you think WWE was impressed by his NXT performance?
Who knows, but I think TNA is going to re-sign him. I think that's the smartest move right now. I feel like there hasn't been enough time in between. I think that like what he's doing right now is phenomenal. Ride that a little bit, maybe find some more grooves, but right now he's still got a career ahead of him. So I would re-sign him to TNA and let him do some more like crossover stuff and build more credibility, make some more memories, make some more banger matches, then come home.
All right. How do you feel about it, Dan?
I was about to just say I agree with everything that Ray just said. Because I feel like he needs to be in TNA a little bit longer before he can make his return back to WWE.
I want to see him be world champion first and test those waters before coming back for a mid-title and establish more fucking prestige to it.
You know, I'm going to say... So, I know Shawn Michaels, who's running NXT right now, is very, very high on Mustafa Ali. I know when they released him the first time, he didn't want that to happen, and I believe there was plans to actually give Mustafa the North American Championship before the release. Here's what I want. After that performance we got with him versus All Ego, I do want to see him back in WWE, but let him go to NXT and let him hold the NXT World Championship. I want to see what he could do as Shawn Michaels' guy, because we know Shawn Michaels has a lot of interest, a lot of stock in Ali. So let's see if Shawn Michaels says, you know what, Ali, I want to see what you could do as the top guy. Can he prove to WWE and Triple H and Vince and all the old people that they made a mistake releasing him and he can carry the NXT brand to the next level? Or will he prove them right? I would love to see Ali come back to WWE, and I think that he's going to resign and go back to WWE. But Lillian Garcia resigning, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't have to say much other than legend. What's your thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah, I would say I'm excited. To see
There's
her return.
no description needed, just legend.
Better than Alicia Taylor's.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Then again, I think a screaming goat is better than Alicia Taylor, but continue.
Me too. I love that you're the one to take a shot at her, not me this week.
Yeah, I feel like we need to take the heat off you for a little bit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But speaking of Alicia Taylor's the replacement, who they try to make her replace, Samantha Irvin, with her going on social media talking about not having a no compete clause. What's her thoughts on that? Because I kind of believe
I think that's bullshit. I think she's kind of like she's kind of trolling the whole fucking Andrade not having a full year thing. Andrade, that's serious. I think Samantha can go to AEW. Didn't she already show up once or something like that?
Nope.
To like sing a national anthem or some shit, or was just there to
No,
support
that
Ricochet?
that was JoJo that did that.
JoJo,
Bray
that's right,
Wyatt's
okay.
widow.
But no, I don't think that she has a 2-year non-complete. She's literally fucking working on music right now and shooting music videos. That was her passion. That's what she wanted to do, and that's what WWE did not want to allow her to do. So no,
she also wanted to wrestle.
But
they didn't allow her.
I know, but I don't think she's got a fucking 2-year non-compete. I don't think that's the case. I think that is 100% a load of shit, because like literally if Andrade got fucking a year for doing what the fuck he did, why the fuck would they hold you of all people down for 2 fucking years? Like, yeah, you were gifted fucking in like ring
She
announcer,
was the voice.
But there is no fucking way. No, I think it's a troll. I think it's a troll thing.
Maybe not 2 years. Maybe 1 year. But
Not even, bro.
Dude, I don't know, because I have a feel like by now, like, she would have shown up in AEW with Ricochet.
Bro, I don't.
Because her social media numbers have definitely gone down.
They've gone down, but at the same time, though, bro, she's also, again, working on fucking music, which was her first love. So that's going to take time, and she wants to release a whole album and then do a tour for that shit. So, yeah, that takes time, bro. So I think she's bugging. I think she's just adding to the whole fuel and speculation.
Yeah, but then also too, Ricochet, he likes to get the IWC riled up a little bit. So maybe that's what it is.
And that's part of Ricochet's shit. So again, like, I'm not.
What he's doing is working, though.
Until I see some legitimate proof and somebody confirms it, I'm not gonna fucking put any stock into it.
That's fair.
It's just for headline grabs, man. Like, you gotta stay relevant when your fucking numbers dwindling somehow.
All I know is I would love to see her ring announce again. Like, the things I would do to have her ring announce, like whether it's
I don't know if I want to
WWE.
hear what those things are, but okay, Donnie.
Yeah, pause.
Okay, not like that.
Full stop.
All right, not like that.
Facts, Jason. You should check your Instagram reels out.
Check the Instagram reels. All right, well, let's move on to our last We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the idea of John Cena winning the IC title from Dirty Dominic Mysterio, currently set for Survivor Series, is being played for in the final match with Gunter. That's also been being discussed. So basically, there's rumors about John Cena winning the IC title from Dirty Dom and then going on to his final match against Gunter for the Intercontinental belt. How do we feel about that?
It's the safest thing right now with no edge. But I'm also going to save my thoughts on that when we get to our main event.
Ooh.
Because I heard some things. So, yeah.
All right.
Eddie, what you thinking?
I'm kind of torn, because at this point, I was kind of looking to see, has he won the Intercontinental?
The only championship John Cena's never won was the Intercontinental.
And it's the safest thing, and it's a Grand Slam opportunity. They need to take it.
Okay, so one other person has never won it was also Sheamus. So
fuck Sheamus.
I'm not saying fuck John Cena or fuck Sheamus, but it's like,
fuck Sheamus.
If you're gonna have him win the IC title, then what was the point of having him win that world title at the end? Because I would much rather have that.
The Never Seen 17. He had to beat Ric Flair's record.
Okay, so he won that. Wouldn't that be more prestigious as a title reign if that was his last title?
Yeah, but imagine, because this farewell tour has not been that good because of the horrible Travis Scott decision that they made. That's a whole other topic for another day that we all can agree on. But when it comes to John Cena, what better way to rewrite their wrong then not only having him beat the 17 record, but also winning the championship that he's never won with the Intercontinental title. But honestly, like, I don't like the fact that Gunther would be getting that championship back because he already had a prestigious title run, and I feel like he should be going after the world championship or even like work with people that aren't in the title picture. Give us something new at Gunther.
This might be a hot take, but I don't think when Gunther comes back, I don't think he should be giving a title reign right away.
Me too. I agree with you on that.
So,
that's not a hot take.
Okay. So medium take at least. But
there you go.
I like Dom as IC champion.
Me too.
He hasn't done anything with him lately, and he's still a double champion. But I don't know. It's to have John Cena win it, and honestly, I understand it's a farewell tour. I can see it as, a great decision, but what are they going to do long term with it? Because Dom has been having the IC championship belt for a while now. They need to book him better. I understand that, but just to give John Cena the belt because that's the only belt he's won, I feel like that's just WWE giving up on the creative part of it. It's sort of just like full on 110% fan service, which I understand some like video games or movies and TV shows do that sometimes. But with John Cena winning the IC title, it's sort of just like, okay, cool. So he's going to have it for like, 3 weeks to give it back to Gunther. If they're going to do something different than giving it to Gunther afterwards, then I can see it happening. But with him taking it out from Dom and then just giving it up right away when he's done with his retirement tour in 4 or 5 fucking weeks, it's just, okay, cool. Just give me another accolade and stealing it away from Dom, who's actually been one of the better IC championships or champions recently.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. But John Cena versus Mr. Iguana on a puppet on a pole match, put asses in seats.
Yeah,
you guys are something.
A thugonomics troll, Just
nice little plug though. If you guys want to be delusional, like Not Cool Jason and Danny Huckins, we do live episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. There's no paid wall behind this to be a part of the live chat, so just want to plug that. But my last thing I'm going to say.
We'll talk about it when we get to the main event. I have some things I have to say about that exact subject, so stay tuned.
So I will say this, though, my last thing about Dirty Dom and John Cena. I think, if they were to do it, it's unfortunate that after Survivor Series, it's the Saturday night main event, and that's it. I wish there was, a Raw or SmackDown, in between to where Dirty Dom can maybe win the championship back in, a rematch, just so John Cena can get that. But I don't know about Gunther. I think Dirty Dom, he's going to put him over. I think Cena thinks there's more value of putting Dom over than winning the IC belt.
Yeah. I can see him losing to Dominic Mysterio.
That's going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Regardless of what happens, it's going to be a good match to watch.
All right. Well, with that being said, it is time to put somebody over.
Haley? What's up, Haley?
What's up, Haley? Every week, we do this thing called the Getting Put Over segment. We pick one past, present, or future professional wrestler, and we put them over. We talk about the defining moments, the accolades, the rivalries, the segments, and our biggest what-ifs. It's time to put a new wrestler over in the We Are Wrestling Getting Put Over segment.
Hello.
It's another week. And last week in our Getting Put Over, we put over The Big Show. And this week, we're putting over the runt of the family, Spike Dudley, in our Getting Put Over segment. What a handsome fella he is.
Jesus, dude, he was my spirit animal as a kid. Honest to God, he was my spirit animal.
Oh my God, I love Spike. I'm excited for this Getting Put Over because I love putting over the underrated guys that I feel like don't get their flowers. And Spike is one of those guys that I feel like deserves more flowers than half of these people that we've put over.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the way we like to do this, if this is your first time here, we ask you guys a few simple questions. Favorite title run, favorite match, favorite segment, favorite year, favorite rivalry, a dream opponent, and a what-if scenario. But we always have to start this off with the accolades. And Spike Dudley, surprisingly, has more accolades than you think.
Yeah, no shit.
In our getting put over. So here we fucking go. Spike Dudley is a 2-time ECW Tag Team Champion with Balls Mahoney.
Balls. Oh, rest his soul.
He is a 1-time WWE World Tag Team Champion with Taz, probably the most random tag team of all time. Spike Dudley is a 7-time WWE Hardcore Champion. Doesn't even have a rendering image. That's how fast he lost those titles.
Mm.
But he does have a rendering image here. He is a 1-time WWE European Champion. Probably his best looking picture to date. And in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated in 2004, his highest ranking was being ranked, I cannot see that.
Number 51.
51 in the top 500. Then he was also a 1-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion. And that's pretty much it for his accolades. But let's get into our favorite title run of Spike Dudley's. Let's start off with you, Rage.
I went with all the hardcore titles because he earned every single fucking one of them. He earned every single one. That dude was literally everybody's fucking walking, talking, throw punching bag, dude. Like, he does. If anybody was more up to par with hardcore, like fucking Mick Foley, it was goddamn Spike Dudley. It was Spike fucking Dudley. He earned his fucking stripes. There's not one fucking person on this planet, especially after that scary head bump he fucking took, not even through the table. He missed the fucking thing entirely.
Yeah, he hit the
edge, smacked his shit.
Yeah, with
that alone. That alone, I'm like, dude, I would be paying you like $5 million fucking dollars a year just because of like you could die at any moment. Like, that dude threw everything into his fucking craft, and I can't respect a motherfucker for like almost killing themselves every single night.
I was listening to Chris Van Vliet's podcast while showering before the pod, and I guess Spike Dudley said like the reason like he's so good at just taking an ass beating is because he had 4 brothers, and in order to hang out with them, like he always had to get his ass beat, and that's why he's good at taking an ass beat.
Stay get your ass beat. Stay get your ass beat.
If you want to hang out with the cool older brothers, you gotta take an ass beating.
Yeah.
Poor Spike.
All right, what was your favorite title run, Dan Eddy?
I picked the 2004 Cruiserweight title, and I was looking back at it, and that was his. So I picked that title because he faced some of the wrestlers that were my favorites back in the day, like Rey Mysterio and Sky Too Hotty, and that was kind of his heel run too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Damn, son, you have some fucking pretty ass eyes, Eddie.
Thank you.
I just gotta say that, man. Holy shit! Look at that fucking guy. What a Chad. What a Chad.
What about Spike Dudley's eyes?
I didn't. Yeah. A couple of piles of shit, just like mine.
That's the title run I chose because it was one of his longest too, actually.
It was. This one, he was the boss of the Dudleys.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, as far as WWE goes, that was his longest reign, 138 days. If you want to go his longest reign ever, it was 224 days for the BTW Heavyweight Championship. I don't know what that is.
BTW.
I don't even know what that is either. But my favorite title run was also the Cruiserweight Championship because, like, this is when Spike Dudley was being taken serious during this time.
Like, tryhards.
This is just when he was just being taken serious, and it was a funny run.
Christ. Yeah, I'm glad he got taken serious and all, but dude, you gotta appreciate that fucking guy a little bit more than just the Cruiserweight title. Like, nah, dude, nah, he deserves.
Yeah, but he made that title relevant during this time.
I was gonna pick the European champion, but I didn't know. I wasn't really familiar with that one.
The mullet. Yeah, dude. The mullet,
though. He did have a nice set of hair that wasn't appreciated during this time.
I'm getting there, Jason. Hold on. We haven't gotten to our favorite rivalries yet.
Don't worry. We're going to get into it, Jason. All right. Let's get into our favorite match of Spike Dudley.
I got to go with fucking Rene Dupree just because like Spike Dudley like got some much needed payback, but he still took like some fucking hellacious bumps. Like Exhibit A that you guys see right here. The landing he took was 10 feet down and it was not pretty. But it was one of the best matches he ever fucking had. One of the best.
I saw that bump and I was like, just rewatching it.
Yeah, Jason, hold the fuck on.
I went with the tag team. Yeah, Jason, calm down. I had the tag team title TLC match on Monday Night Raw, which premiered on October 7th, 2002. So episode 489, it was Kane, who was the champion at the time. His partner was the Hurricane, Shane Helms, and we put him over recently. So that's kind of why I chose it too, because we put him over recently in podcasts. But it was actually the first ever Raw TLC match, by the way, in WWE history. Kane retained it despite being by himself. And watching it, it was a lot of great spots.
And this is like when Raw was like pretty much like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time, I think, like as a wrestling fan, with like the brand split with Raw and SmackDown.
I agree.
During this time. And it'll never be the same again. But my favorite match of good old Spike Dudley has got to be the match with The Undertaker. Just him getting his ass
that last ride
whooped by The Undertaker and then just mocking him on his little motorcycle.
Can we appreciate the air that Spike Dudley made with that last ride? I think that may have been the highest last ride that fucking Undertaker ever delivered. Like, do you see, like, Undertaker doesn't even have him on his fucking shoulders. His legs are up fucking there,
like,
dude.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, like, literally,
right
look at the fucking picture. Look at the picture. Like, he's literally air, dude. That's all fucking air. He is fucking holding that
almost
man
on Undertaker's shoulders.
Oh my god!
That's why they say Spike Dudley is one of the best bump takers of all time.
His head to mat has to be like 12 fucking feet, bro. And he slammed that fucking mat, dude. He threw everything. Like where Undertaker slammed him down, just know Spike Dudley was equally slamming himself down. Like that dude did not fucking pull back, and it was one of the most heartbreaking things. I thought Spike died.
Look, also, I want to say this about the match. Because not every favorite match has to be a 5-star. And this match was just one of those that was just great. And they both did their job. Like, with Spike Dudley, it was just funny. Like, when he came out to the ring, like, he goes under the ring, he goes to grab the trash can. Undertaker just slaps that shit out of the way. And then he's throwing signs at him, candlesticks.
I think
and,
everybody
like,
that knew that this match was happening knew that they were in for a good time. Like you had Spike Dudley and Undertaker in the same fucking ring as the American
Look at the
Badass.
dude on the fucking motorcycle.
Look at the fucking air on that last ride, dude. I can't comprehend what was probably going through this fucking dude's mind during all of this, dude. Like I thought this dude died when he smacked the ground. Like everybody.
He probably whispered to Undertaker. He was like, "Send it."
Dude, my own fucking ass hurt watching this shit happen. Like it was awful, and that is why it is so good.
Favorite match easily for me, but let's get into our favorite segment.
So I went with every single fucking bump he ever took, like every single one. Every single one was a segment in itself because, dude, when Spike hit the fucking ground wherever the fuck he was, you weren't sure if he was ever going to stand back up. And that is why it was a fucking event in itself. I would have paid money just to see this dude take a bump all fucking night. Like, that was just grade A, just sportsmanship, and that dude really owned it. So I had to go with every single bump he's ever taken as my favorite segment.
And I love the fact that it's like not one specific.
It's all of them.
It's all of them. You can't pick.
We're giving him his flowers right here.
Spike deserves it, man. Like if there's one person that has given every single thing to themselves that is not Mick Foley, it is Spike fucking Dudley. It is Spike fucking Dudley, dude.
He technically wasn't eliminated from this Rumble either.
Yeah, technically he's still the longest standing entrant. What are we going on? What, fucking 23 years now about?
Yeah, so technically, like, Chris Benoit's already been erased from the WWE history, so we might as well give the win to Spike Dudley.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Again,
his facial reactions are like fucking 10 out of 10.
Oh, the choke slam? Me and who?
Man,
let's go.
Josh Toy Show. What was going through his mind? Was he thinking about seeing stars after he took that bump? I do think sometimes, like, what did Spike think?
Ka-ching.
But I love that answer. That was great. Every bump he's ever taken. What do you got, Dan? Favorite segment?
Oh, my bad. I was looking up something. My favorite segment was, I mentioned it kind of earlier when we were putting over Jeff Hardy. Short but sweet, but his moment in WrestleMania 17 where he just came in and Dudley dogged almost everybody. He did Dudley dog Edge and Christian through a table. And then since I used that one already, I was going to say on Raw, June 18, 2001, when he was doing his heel run, he's standing there with, I believe, the Cruiserweight title and stands there in the ring and calls out Stone Cold for he calls out Stone Cold, but I don't think he has a title.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't Cruiserweight champion during this time.
He
this
wasn't.
He was
okay.
doing the love angle with Molly Holly.
Yeah. So yeah. He was calling Stone Cold out for a shot at the WWF Championship, and Stone Cold's my favorite wrestler back in the day. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet.
Hell yeah.
There's one point in the promo where Stone Cold just goes, you ain't getting no title match, you little bastard." And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick that one because he just stood there like almost every other week and called out people. He called out Kurt Angle, he called out Stone Cold, he called out, I believe, Rey Mysterio, he called out the Dudleys,
he called out everybody.
Spike, he's like,
Spike.
That's why
Spike
he was
always sticking up for his girlfriend.
That's why he was my spirit animal when I was a little kid, because I was the younger of the two brothers. My older brother just beat the shit out of me all the time.
So you were to run. You were to run.
I was the run of the family. Yeah, I'm still the smallest. Well, maybe my mom is now, but when I was
Haley's got the hots for Steve Austin.
Dibs, Haley. You can't have one of them.
Give me a hell yeah.
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 But long story short, kind of
get me out of here, dude.
going through personal stuff. I was pretty much bullied throughout school, so watching Spike Dudley on TV was kind of like, okay, yeah, I could do this. So it was kind of motivating.
Yeah, so pretty much like he encouraged you to just take the ass beating. Is that what you?
Well,
just
he
said?
still stood up to his bullies, whether he won or lost. He still stood up to his bullies. So
hell yeah, I respect that. Like, dude, with WWE, with the whole like be a star campaign, like they should have had Spike Dudley as the face of that, honestly. But who remembers be a star? We got to put that over sometime. But getting into my favorite segment of Spike Dudley's, he's had so many good ones. I had to go with the segment with Paul Heyman on Monday Night Raw back in July 16th of 2001, when Heyman was trying to recruit him to the Alliance. And at the time, he didn't want to leave Molly Holly. So he's pretty much said, like, I'm not leaving my girlfriend Molly. And when he says my girlfriend Molly during this time, like, he would just get like a massive pop by the crowd. And then the Dudleys came out and basically put her and him through a table. But I really like that they brought up the history here, because in WWE, there's never a forbidden door around this time. So the fact that Paul Heyman was talking about ECW, the early days, giving him the opportunities and trying to recruit him, like, it was really cool to get that backstory. And then Spike Dudley, being the good guy that he is, turned it down. So I went with that. But let's get into our favorite year of Spike's.
Favorite year was definitely 2004. That was just his high year. Like, he won the Cruiserweight Championship. He fucking was the boss of the Dudleys. He turned heel. Like, it was just his fucking year. Like, the dude was being taken as a serious player for once. And obviously, for somebody who puts their body through that much for the sport and for their job, it's going to be rewarded tenfold. And that was his year.
The boss.
Yeah.
Of the Dudleys.
I went with 2002 just because I feel like a lot of his big moments, like that Steve Austin promo in 2002. And because I feel like you guys were going to pick 2004 anyway, so I wanted to be different.
All right. I like that. So my favorite year for Spike Dudley, I had to go with 2001. I just really enjoyed this love angle of Molly Holly and Spike. It was the most randomest thing in the world, but it made for good television. And kind of got Spike over with the casuals.
Yep.
Favorite rivalries of Spike. Here you go, Rage. This is what Not Cool Jason's been waiting for.
Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow. Like, that was like a Goliath and fucking David situation. And that was so early into his career. And that was like one of the first like real moments where we knew that Spike was kind of fucked in terms of becoming the bump taker for the entire industry. Like, Bam Bam Bigelow was ballsy to put against Spike Dudley. Like, the dude could have fucking died. The dude could have fucking died, bro. And then when he got thrown, yeah, dude, Jason, now you can have your moment. He got fucking chucked.
And that's also the thing too. Like, this was like one of those spots where Spike Dudley, this is where he really made a name for himself in the business, was when Bam Bam threw him into the crowd. And it made Bam Bam look great during this time. And Spike Dudley started to really earn the respect of ECW fans at this time.
Yep.
I like that. What do you got, Dan?
I went with the low-hanging fruit. I just picked the Dudley Boys. And they were friends, they were foes, they're brothers. They fought a lot, but then they always made up. And yeah.
Bam Bam.
There's nothing like brother rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Bam, good lord.
Yeah, good lord, Bam Bam, dudes.
And the reason why it's funny is because I know Haley doesn't watch wrestling. So like this is all like, holy shit, there's a Bam Bam.
Holy shit.
Bam Bam.
The OG Dudleys, bro.
OG Dudley boys were the best. But for my favorite rivalry, I had to go with Abyss in TNA. I wanted to show some light to his TNA run, his brother Runt. And you want to talk about somebody that took abuse? You thought he took abuse at ECW WWE. You need to go watch that Monsters Balls match with them in Abyss. But yeah, I had to go with Abyss. Oh, look at that. We got sign guy Dudley, Big Dick Dudley, brother Runt. Damn, not cool, Jason. You're a big fan of the Dudleys, huh?
Well, Jason's also like 41. So like, yeah, Jason, yeah, he knows that old school shit, dude. Well, the good ones. Which wrestler's name is Thunderfuck? We don't have one yet. Maybe in GCW though.
Maybe. Or GTS wrestling.
Yeah, GTS, that I can see more. Dream opponent, I went with the comedy one. I said Akira Tozawa because they both take bumps like a motherfucker, so it'd be kind of fun to see like a prime Spike Dudley and Akira Tozawa just getting fucked up together. like just getting fucked up by the biggest dudes. Together. Oh, he's 38. Never mind, he's 38.
Who would actually win that match too?
Spike Dudley, just based on the pain he can take. Where Akira Tozawa, well, we probably have to protect him somewhat.
That's true.
This would be a funny match.
It'd be a banger. I'd have fun. Yep. That's me with the blonde buzz cut. Absolutely. 1990. Yeah, so he's been around for a long
old school fan,
time.
baby. I love that.
Hey, Donnie, we kind of skipped the what if or
no, we didn't.
That's last.
That's last.
Oh, it's last?
Always save the what ifs for last.
Oh,
that's my favorite part, and I know that's the Maniacs.
Donnie just added this segment because it just makes sense.
Yeah,
and it's fun.
Okay,
like we love fantasy booking, so like I think Dream Opponents is fun.
It's special part of the getting put over.
I would say so. Dream Opponents, I picked a couple that were kind of good ones that I could do quick promos with. The first one was Dominic Mysterio, and the funny thing is, Spike Dudley won the Cruiserweight title by beating his dad, Rey Mysterio's deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio.
Deadbeat
dad.
Damn.
It would be hilarious to see him go against Dominic Mysterio and see what happens. And maybe win the IC title or something. Like currently. So I went with that. And then he's going through the whole family. The whole family tree. I also picked Adam Cole in AEW.
Oh, that sucks for you. I didn't get that graphic.
Mr. Bump versus Mr. Boom.
Mr. Boom versus
Mr. Boom. Boom. Wait, I'm off camera. Boom. And then Mr. Bump. Because he's pretty much the bump king.
Take a bump.
Boom. Okay.
All right. Well,
so
getting into my dream opponent. There's nobody better than this dream opponent right here. And I can't believe you guys didn't pick him, and I'm glad you didn't. I want to see Spike Dudley versus Darby Allin in a fucking death match.
Oh,
let's
shit.
go.
Wow. Yeah,
let's go.
I almost
Darby versus Spike Dudley. Who's going to die first?
Yeah,
I
actually
almost went with him
solid.
because I wanted to pick somebody outside of WWE because I've been choosing everybody that's in WWE. I wanted to pick somebody that was in like TNA or AEW, and I almost picked him.
I had to. Oh my god! Like, imagine the crazy shit that these two would come up with.
Oh yeah, dude, it'd be a fucking death match of the century.
Yeah, but all right, we got a couple scenarios here that we will share. Not cool, Jason. Spike Dudley versus Big Van Vader.
Ooh, Tajiri.
Ooh. Obar. Spike versus Tajiri. That's a good one.
Darby versus Spike, yep.
I like the battle of who takes the most pain. All right, well, let's get into our what if scenario.
What if he was made as like a serious single star from the start? Would he have been as big? Do you think his career would have been like as big and successful? Something food for thought.
I like
just because like he was 100% a gimmick character. He was definitely a dude that took the bumps, but like what if he was somebody that they actually put stock into? Like what would that have looked like? What's up, dude? What's up, Kona?
All right, Dan, what do you got for us for your what if?
So I went despite his size. What if he was taken as a more dominant force? Nice AI.
Shout out to ChatGPT for this one.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You want to take it? You want to take it away? No. Okay. So, what if he was more of a dominant force and kind of a maniac?
Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen, while you're alive. You could have a dog trying to take over the show, or Spike Dudley doing the roids.
Spike Dudley, yeah.
Dudley, yeah.
Dudley.
The Dudley dog. Here we go. So what did I write? I wrote as more of a dominant force if he was taken that way, and chose like he could be given the dirty down treatment that he's been given nowadays, where he finds ways to cheat and win. Had the Dudley boys help him win major titles and not the mid card titles. And what if he was just kind of going around that route? And yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I just saw some tasty fucking rumors that are circulating right now involving Stone Cold Steve Austin and potentially WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Ooh, we'll get into that once we finish this real quick,
okay,
and then we'll get into the main event. If it is that juicy, because I have no idea. So
I'll
let you take the reins as the host for the most at the moment. But my what-if scenario I had to go with, which, by the way, man, imagine Spike Dudley was actually this big.
No.
Holy shit.
It just doesn't work. Nope.
It would be the same.
All right, well, my what-if scenario, I had to go with what if he was in this era of wrestling? Because
he'd fit.
During his time, he was too good for his own good. And I feel like with like little guys being put over these days, like what if like he was around like now? Like would he get that Darby Allin type of push?
Oh yeah.
What crazy bumps would he do? Like I would love to see him versus Darby Allin, and that's all I could think about when I was thinking of this what if scenario.
Yeah, he'd only fit in he would only fit in AEW nowadays. He would not fit the WWE mold because of obviously creative control and differences in terms of their maturity level. So yeah, I think it would be he would get roughly the same rub.
But honestly, it's probably a good thing that he was around during this time, because in AEW I think he would legitimately die.
Yeah.
Doing some of the things that they do.
Yeah.
But guys, this week for our Getting Put Over segment, we put over good old Spike Dudley. And next week, Dan Eddy. You were away. Now you're back. Who are we putting over?
I had a good staycation. I got a new microphone to sound better, and I get the ability to choose a person next week. And I went with Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
DDP.
DDP. Bang.
Yeah, dude.
Let's freaking go. DDP next week. We will be putting over next Wednesday live, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. DDP Yoga. That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we'll be putting over the person, Diamond Dallas Page, as well. But what's this news that you got during our Getting Put Over?
So
apparently
news. Steve Austin is not only gearing up for one last final match, it's being pitched for either WrestleMania or SummerSlam next year. And the three possible opponents that are internally being discussed have been revealed. And all three of them make sense. And all three of them, I'd be hyped for any one of them.
So who's the source? Or is this like a fantasy thing? Is there a certain source to the news, or
is it a trusted source?
It says WWE Heel Yard. The possible opponents are CM Punk, LA Knight, and Randy Orton.
I could see a CM Punk because I know back in 2011 they were teasing something there. That's why CM Punk wore the shirt during his infamous Pike Bomb.
Yep.
So I could see that happening probably.
Yep.
That's the realistic one.
LA
Or the
Knight,
Rattlesnake versus the Viper.
I could see that too, but I also could see LA Knight because he's somebody who could genuinely use something like that. And him and Steve Austin would put on a banging ass match. I do understand, obviously, like the Legends aspect and obviously the Legacy aspect. But the only dude that really needs it, though, is LA Knight. And if he's not going to win a championship, at least give him something. And something that would elevate him to the next fucking level. Yeah, and who knows what that could unlock for him after the fact.
I know, but Triple H hates him, so he's not going to give him that privilege.
Any sort of rub that he gets would help him out at this point.
I think it's going to be Randy or CM Punk. 1,000%.
I'd be with it. But that's what I heard. But yeah, so now we can get into the main event.
But guys, take that with a grain of salt. It's
pinch,
just a rumor. A pinch of just one salt.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think it is time to get into our We Are Wrestling podcast main event topic. And I can't believe that he is the main event for, I think, the second or third time within the last month. Andrade, we got a massive update on his release and the whole AEW situation. And I have it all right here. So this is definitely going to take me a minute or so to read all this. So bear with me. According to PW Insider, the initial belief within WWE circles was that since Andrade was cut outright, he was not going to be paid his 90 days and was free to perform elsewhere. After he began making his appearances, WWE clarified to Andrade that even though he was not going to get to the traditional 90 days paid following his release, he was still subject to the 90-day period where he cannot perform elsewhere. One WWE source said the company was not going to have a system in place where somebody could leave due to violating policies and then end up elsewhere the next day. It was described as a loophole WWE could not allow to exist. The word making its way in Lucha circles today is that Andrade could be kept out of the ring for 1 year by WWE contractually due to breach of his WWE deal when he was terminated. That would be subject to whether the stipulation of his WWE deal could be challenged successfully from a legal perspective. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, new TKO contracts have a clause where, if you are fired for cause or breach, there is a 1-year non-compete clause. The older contracts had this, but it's standard now and being applied. This is the holdup involving Andrade. And also, our fourth co-host with the most, Danny Huckins, who's not here this week, also wanted me to add that he was watching David Otunga's new video where he reads the no-compete clause that Andrade is under. And apparently, the year non-compete clause has always been in the WWE contracts, even when David Otunga was in the company. But until now, it wasn't enforced. Andrade is the one unlucky soul. And it's all because of his appearance on AEW 6-year Dynamite anniversary. And also, Otunga did point out as well, if Andrade were to take it to court, he thinks the judge is very likely to rule in his favor and just throw out the entire clause in that contract. You can't prevent somebody from earning a living for an entire year. This is some crazy news because we've seen lots of WWE departures throughout the years, and they either have a 90-day no-compete clause or their contracts run up and they pretty much get to work wherever they want the next day. Yeah. But in this case with Andrade, he failed multiple wellness policies according to WWE sources and pretty much tried to get himself out of WWE by trying to find this loophole. And this is the first time that we're seeing something with a no-compete clause. So how do we feel about this?
So the only way that I can see that the 1 year would stand in place legally is if they require WWE to pay him for that year and he can compete elsewhere, because at least then his funds are secured. He's not going to lose his house or anything else like that, like the standard shit. then I can see that happening because he did breach a contract and tried to fuck them. So, and you try to get yourself fired. So that already immediately looks bad on you too. That's something to take into account. You still fucking breached a contract and there are consequences to that. To withhold his pay for a year, that is complete bullshit. Nobody deserves that shit, regardless of like how much you hated your fucking job. Like, if it's a contractual thing that you can't compete somewhere else, they need to pay you. They, at least the very bare minimum, need to pay you for at least what you're going to lose in expenses. Now, I also heard, this is a grain of salt, but at the same time, there is still, everything is still very much up in the air until somebody confirms shit about either side. I'm not going to believe it. But apparently, there's some situation with Edge involved as well in this whole thing. That they're going to, WWE wants to use this, if they want to at least let Andrade go to compete and say, fuck this whole contract thing, to use Edge for one night for John Cena's final opponent.
Such a WWE
it's a WWE
move.
But you know for a fact it can be done because it's been done before with Ric Flair and TNA before that was even a working fucking deal. That was
Ric
a one-night
Flair
deal.
and Christian Cage.
Exactly. So it was for Ric Flair and Christian Cage swap, and I think WWE is probably going to use that too. And if that's the case, big dub on that fucking pettiness, because holy fuck, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. But that, I heard that is actually a thing, that they might use that.
Oh yeah, every wrestler that's been talking about this on their podcasts and stuff have been mentioning the fact that this is a real possibility. So you're not wrong.
And Edge's actual contract was slated to end this month, this year, but with his injuries and shit, they could have extended time. But with his Andrade thing, they might be able to pull that under the rug and have Edge come back for one fucking night. And you know for a fact, if the circumstances were right, you know both of them would agree to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain if Edge shows up.
Thank you, Andrade, if that's the case. But that's what I wanted to add to it when I wanted to like, talk to Tyrus. Yeah.
But how do you feel about this, Dan? Like, getting back now, like, because we'll talk about the Edge thing in a little bit, but how do we feel about this whole no compete thing? Like, how do you feel about it?
Without pay, it's bullshit, but I also understand because Homeboy breached the fuck out of his contract, so he needs some kind of slap on the fucking wrist to not do that shit ever the fuck again. Especially with WWE, now that he did this shit, there is no chance of him returning. At least not for another quite a few years. Because
I don't think he's gonna come back.
I don't think so either, because if it's not serving Andrade recently, it's just not for him. So, you know, best of luck, man. But that's what I feel about it.
That was what I was going to say, literally. Yeah, like, if this is all true and he actually did these so-called allegations against his contract and they so-called, like, they found out it was true, he doesn't deserve, he may be allowed to come back, but he doesn't deserve to be in the ring. So
I will say this, like, if WWE is paying him for the 1 year, then by all means, because he did breach the contract, but he should be able to make a living doing what he loves regardless. And I don't like that he's pretty much locked up here. Even though he did breach the contract and stuff, I still believe that at the end of the day, like, it's Andrade. I can understand if this was John Moxley or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. It's Andrade.
Here's the thing, though, man. If he gets away with it, other people are going to try to do that shit, too, and they could not let that happen. So set an example on somebody who is not going to be fucked. So, yeah, he's the unlucky one, but he also did it to him goddamn self. So
I will address this, Jason. Didn't he try and get fired in AEW, too? Nope. He actually he worked throughout the entire contract, and then I guess when he decided to leave, him and Tony Khan had a private conversation. He thanked him for the opportunities, and Tony Khan said the door is always open. So a lot of that news that came out, like, they were saying it was bad terms, but that is 100% false, according to both Tony Khan and Andrade. And clearly, it's false because Andrade immediately showed back up in AEW. But man, I just think in general, like, this is interesting. This is definitely really interesting, but, like, I think if he does go to court, which if I were Andrade, I would go to court with this. They're definitely going to pick his side. And I think that it's probably just going to be 90 days, probably get paid the 90 days. And then he's going to go to AEW and do the other things that he wants to do. But definitely a really interesting situation here. But I don't think Edge is I don't think it's gonna happen, the deal. As much as people are saying it's going to, I don't see it happening.
I'm not saying that it's going to. I'm just saying that it's circulating heavy in the IWC.
Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely being talked about for sure. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And I'm sure we're going to be definitely talking about Andrade more because this is something that's new. Like, if this wasn't the first time we've had this, I'm sure like this would be like the one time we talk about it and then we move on until he makes his return or whatever. But I'm sure there's a lot more things that are going to come out within the next couple weeks. And of course, on the We Are Wrestling podcast, we are going to give you guys the scoop and we're going to keep you guys in the loop. But is there anything else before we close off this week's episode?
That's a wrap.
I was just going to add part to the Andrade thing. He's currently the Crash heavyweight champion. I just wanted to add that.
The Crash?
I was waiting for you guys to stop talking. Yeah.
The Crash? The Crash. What the fuck is that?
What is the Crash?
The Crash, the heavyweight champion.
Oh, okay.
It's from
it's now vacated.
Tijuana in Mexico. Yeah.
Yep. Well, now it's vacated, but you know what title's not vacated? Rage's We Are Wrestling World Championship and also all 12 of Mercedes Monet's championships.
It's a real title, guys. This could actually knock somebody the fuck out.
More relevant than half the titles she's holding.
Big facts.
Also, guys, if you guys want to get a new Grind is Real shirt, they are available now on my merch site, which is in the links down below. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we appreciate you guys on another Wednesday live, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was just a great episode, great topics, and we hit the 2-hour mark, which I think is perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Because we do have shows and all that do play, so we did hit the 2-hour mark. So hell yeah, let's freaking go. Our super chat goal, $100 for the month of October. We have until November 15th. And if we reach this goal during Survivor Series, I must wear duct tape on my mouth during the entire watch along.
That'll be so nice.
Don't let this happen. But we do have a couple vlogs. Slammiversary is up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. And this Friday, the Blitzkrieg Pro vlog with the legend Rod Buddy, Jungle Boy Jordan, Casual Cam, Ricky Knows Best, Rage Circus, Best One Donnie, and Old School Phil. It's happening. It'll be out this motherfucking Friday.
Friday.
To all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you listen to your podcast, please give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download and follow the podcast as well. Really helps with the algorithm. If you're not following We Are Wrestling over on Instagram, X, and Twitter, and TikTok, go follow us on there. We post daily wrestling news. We post clips from interviews, and we even post our own clips as well from this very show. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content. Live episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast every Wednesday. No paid wall. None of that. You get to be a part of the best wrestling community, in my opinion. We have live watch-alongs for all the AEW pay-per-views, WWE PLEs, reactions, vlogs, everything pro wrestling. Recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button. Now turn on the post notifications. The link's down in the description box below. You can go follow myself, Rage, and Dan Eddy over on our social medias. Rage is twitching away over on Twitch almost every single day. He also has a merch store as well, which that link is down below. You can go check out my toy channel, Best One Donnie, just reached 2,500 subscribers. And you can even go to my merch site to get yourself a Grind is Real shirt. All the links are down in the description box below. Dan Eddy, have you been live on Twitch since being a part of the We Are Wrestling team?
No, the fuck he's not.
All right. You know what? I'm taking your link out of the description starting next week. You fucked up. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking
working
over.
on it.
He's working on it. Bullshit.